let's get this rolling. What's going on, showstoppers? This is Evan the Show here, and I'm all the way in Texas, and I found myself in a place called Kyle, Texas. I've never heard of it before, y'all, but it's a really nice, cozy town on the outskirts of, what is it? Austin. How did I forget? I was down here at South by Southwest, enjoying myself. Was with my cousins. We were down here. They had some performances lined up. We actually performed at a donut shop. Could you believe that? A pop-up shop at a donut shop. And I met this young lady here. She happened to be there, and she gave me her information. We exchanged it. She is an awesome violinist. She's a musician at heart. I love music. Y'all know I love musicians. Here at EvanTheShow.com, we are always about entertainment, entertainers, and technology, all those things. But I really was impressed with her music and her style, and I had to hit her up. And here's the kicker. We were looking for a place to stay one more night, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, she has a place on Airbnb. It's incredible. So I think everything aligned together for us to be here right now, and I present to you Violinda.
Hi, how are y'all doing today?
Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, Violinda. Now, how did you come up with that name? It's obvious to me how you came up with it, but I want for my listeners and watchers.
Honestly, I played a show, one of my first shows. It was a house show in San Marcos, which is where I go to school at Texas State. And after the house show, my friend, who's an English major, she overheard me saying, I don't know what to name myself, because I was going like no named, just like Linda. And she's like, girl, you play violin, and your name's Linda, Violinda. I was like,
okay.
oh, snap. And I was like, thank you. So shout out to Sarah. She's in H-Town right now.
Shout out to you, Sarah. You creative. I might need another name down the line, so we might have to, talk.
Yeah.
But, okay, so how long have you been playing?
I have now been playing for 21 years.
21 years. And she's amazing. Now, what is your style of playing? I think you've created kind of your own genre. I might be boosting it up a little bit, but I think you've created your own genre. What would you call it?
Orchestral post-rock.
Okay, orchestral.
Or experimental or modern classical, contemporary classical, but with a rock influence, because I do electrify my instrument, which a lot of contemporary violinists and composers, they don't do.
Okay. And you have an album out. What's the name of the album?
It's called Dichotomy.
Dichotomy. And okay, explain how did that come about?
It came out 2014. I released it in August. Prior to the releasing, the writing process, I was trying to figure out how to first perform riffs that I just bought an amp that went well with my acoustic violin, and I just went to a violin luthier, and I asked him, I was like, I want to electrify my violin, and I wanted to experiment with electric violin without buying an electric violin, because I've had friends who've bought just straight up electric violins, and unfortunately the market is not the same as electric guitars. The electronics in it has not been as advanced in it yet, because it's still kind of a new thing.